All right, everyone, how we doing? So everyone here who pays attention to what I teach probably knows the basics of exercise strength training, which is, generally speaking, bodybuilder and or weight loss. We either want to look good, well, everyone wants to look good, which is bodybuilder style training, which is, I'm going to do a set as hard as I can. I'm going to take a rest. I'm going to do another set as hard as I can. I'm going to take a rest. Your typical bodybuilder splits being chest and tries. I'm going to do legs. I'm going to do arms today. I'm going to work shoulders. We break down our body parts into our workouts into body parts. It's known as bodybuilder style. Okay. That's what most people typically do. And then there's weight loss, which is I want to keep my heart rate elevated. I'm going to do some exercises, maybe mix in a little bit of cardio, or I may just go and do the cardio. I may just go on the treadmill. Those are the two main components of what a large typical gym setting or weight room is like. People go in all the time. Hey, I'm going to go do this, right? There are other ways of achieving your fitness goals. Remember, there are 5 types of people who generally go into the gym. Bodybuilder and weight loss make up a majority of people, even though they may not actually be doing the right thing. That's a different subject for a different day. Weight loss, bodybuilder, sports performance, fitness, and wellness. Those people who just want to kind of feel better, move better. As we age, we just want wellness, right? Remember, we teach all this in our upcoming course, exam prep for the fitness enthusiast. For anyone who just wants to learn more about creating workouts for themselves, you can go to education.strongertogetheracademy.com, which we'll leave in the comments for you guys to check it out. All right. So that's coming up. If you are a fitness enthusiast and or maybe a PE teacher looking to increase your knowledge base and or possibly get certified, and you want to do a little side hustle, work a couple hours a day, maybe on the weekends in the morning, okay? Earn some extra money. Everyone loves extra money, especially as the economy goes down and the prices go up. All right, so what are we actually talking about today? Because not everyone wants to go in and do a bodybuilder workout. They tend to take a lot of time because you're doing rest. Weight loss workouts tend to take a lot of time because you have to do some strength training and your cardio, which typically means at least 20 minutes on the treadmill or the bike or the elliptical or the step mill. Remember, it's a step mill, not a Stairmaster. Stairmaster is the company. Step mill is the equipment. Okay, and if you're not sure what I mean by that, just comment and I'll answer it in a video for you. All right, so today we're talking about specific workouts that some people, as they start to progress in their intensity and their comfort in the gym, they want to do different things. They want to branch out and maybe mix it up, switch things up. There are 4 types of workouts that we're talking about today, known as styles of how you could approach your workout. That doesn't mean your whole workout is going to be like this, but it's a nice change of pace, so to speak, so that you can do something slightly different. It could be the entire duration of your workout, but at least 3 of the 4 are probably just a part of your workout. We do a lot of times at the end of our workout. So we may do a bodybuilding workout and then finish with one of these types. Those types are EMOM, every minute on the minute, EMOM. So every minute on the minute. Tabata, AMRAP, and HITT. Okay, AMRAP can kind of fall under HITT, and Tabata, EMOM, and AMRAP could also possibly be under the HITT umbrella, but I wanted to specifically talk about it. That's why I'm including it. So let's go over HITT first. There's 2 types of HITT. HIIT, high intensity interval training, which first and foremost, high intensity, very high in the level of intensity. And then interval training, where we'll do some form of strength training like push-ups mixed in with some form of interval aerobic training like jog in place, jump rope, air bike, the assault bike. Okay, maybe go for a jog outside of the facility, maybe do the rower. That's high intensity interval training. It's an interval type of set. Intervals are strength training mixed with a little bit of aerobics, okay? That's one form of HITT. The other form of HITT, the more popular type or the more that is known type, is high intensity tempo training, where you're high intensity and your go, go, go type of philosophy. The tempo is faster pace where it's not do a set, rest, do a set, rest. It's about go, go, go. Your AMRAP falls directly under that type of training because it's what it's trying to achieve, a go, go, go philosophy. All right. So what is AMRAP? AMRAP is as many rounds as possible. AMRAP. So do as many rounds as possible, either before you are done, exhausted, and tired and can't do anymore, or set a time limit of, hypothetically speaking, 20 minutes. Let's say you set a AMRAP as many rounds as possible within 20 minutes, and then you choose the exercises. Yeah, usually you choose the exercises first, then, because that will determine how many you're getting, right? So let's say I'm doing squats. Let's say I'm doing push-ups. Let's say I'm doing pull-ups, and let's say I'm doing shoulder presses because I have a little bit of full body, right? I have leg squats for my legs. I have push-ups for my upper body front. I have pull-ups for my upper body back, and then I have shoulder presses for my shoulders and a little bit more arms, right? I'm essentially getting a full body workout. Remember, have a reason why for your workouts. First and foremost, this day number 1 of the class, we teach you, have a reason why you're doing something. You have to be able to justify your workout. It's what we call it, or answering why. Okay, very key component of becoming a educated, knowledgeable personal trainer is having a reason why you're doing your workouts and not just randomly picking exercises out of a hat. Okay? All right. So, AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. 20 minutes is what I said hypothetically. Now, let's pick our reps. Let's say I'm going to do 10 reps of everything. Might be a little difficult to do 10 pull-ups consistently, but let's just say that you're good to go and you can do it. So 10 squats, 10 push-ups, 10 pull-ups. Yes, if you're asking the question, I can lower that amount and say 10, 10, 5, and then 10 shoulder presses, because you got to figure out where your breaking point is, your fatigue point, your bottlenecks are, right? Your bottlenecks is where too many people get stuck together because you're waiting on one piece of equipment. And if you only have one pull-up bar, you're going to bottleneck at that pull-up station, right? This is what we teach you. It's teaching you how to think for yourself so that you can coordinate and plan ahead. It's like waiting tables, so to speak. I tell Tiffany all the time, training in groups is like waiting tables. You're trying to figure out and stay one step ahead of who needs what. Where is the likely refill going to be necessary? Where is the food being run to? You have to stay one step ahead. That's what a great group instruction is about. PE, homeschool PE 2, is about seeing where the possibilities are and then being one step ahead of any problems that might arise. That could happen in an AMRAP because are you having any bottlenecks? You're trying to prevent those bottlenecks by being one step ahead. All right. So squats for 10, push-ups for 10. I did say pull-ups for 10, which means, remember, think about it. Can you do 10 pull-ups? Can most people? No. But we did it anyway because it's a hypothetical. And then we had 10 shoulder presses. Are we doing barbell shoulder presses or dumbbell shoulder presses? Are we creating a bottleneck with our barbell presses? How many barbells do we have? Do we constantly need to be changing out the weights for the barbell? Possible bottleneck. Remember, that's what we're talking about. That's what this course is all about. Helping you think for yourself and stay a step ahead of what you're trying to achieve. Okay? So I'm going to type in that name right there, education. I'm putting it in the comments right now. Stronger Together Academy. .com/exam prep. Okay, I believe that to be accurate. Hopefully that I typed it in right. Anyway, all right. So start thinking for the planning. Exercise and real true fitness program is not just doing random things a bunch of times and hoping for the best. Okay, it's appropriate linear progression. Okay, so appropriate linear progression is a key word. So back to AMRAP. Now, you're going to do a set of squats, a set of push-ups, a set of pull-ups, and then a set of shoulder press, and then repeat. Set of squats, set of push-ups, set of push-ups, or pull-ups, push-ups, and then shoulder press. Technically, you can do them in any order you want. It can be switched out often as needed. So you don't necessarily have to do them in that exact order because remember, bottlenecks, right? So let's say that I'm doing squats, push-ups, pull-ups, shoulder press. In that order, I'm by myself, no one else is with me. How many rounds of that can I get in? Okay, let's say it takes a minute, or it takes 10 seconds to do your squats, maybe 15 seconds to do your push-ups, maybe a minute to do your pull-ups, and maybe 20 seconds to do your shoulder presses. All in all, taking about a minute, or let's say that takes about 2 minutes. Remember, getting from station to station takes a little bit of time too. Catching your breath takes a little bit of time. So let's say that I did 8 rounds of that in 20 minutes. My AMRAP, as many rounds as possible, 8 rounds in 20 minutes. A great way to just have a variable of high intensity. The problem becomes large groups, equipment available. So that's a con. Pros, it's easy to really do. It's easy to maintain higher level of intensity for those who are more fit. It's easy to include those who are less fit. Okay, assuming they can do the exercises. People who are less fit probably can't do a bunch of pull-ups. So you can variabilize that as well. But people who are go and in very great shape can do 12 rounds potentially, while the people who are beginners and not as good of shape, they will one day, right? But they can do 4 rounds or 5 rounds. Everyone gets to do to the best of their ability. I remind people all the time, remember, you're just doing to the best of your ability. That's an AMRAP. As many rounds as possible. All right. Then you have a Tabata. Contrary to what I hear a lot of PE teachers talking about, Tabata is not a warm-up. It is a form of HITT, but it is a very advanced form of HITT, maybe the highest level of HITT there is, because it is all-out intensity. Your goal is to get to 170% of your heart rate max, meaning above what you can really tolerate, right? You're going for 20 seconds, as high intensity as you can tolerate. You then get a short, very, very short 10-second rest. Then you're going to go 20 seconds again, 10 seconds rest. You're doing that for a total of 8 rounds, which means 4 minutes of work. This workout can last as little as 4 minutes, right? Because Tabata is 8 rounds, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, which equals 4 minutes. Now, are you doing all the same exercises? Possibly. Are you doing different exercises? Possibly. A lot of times, and we'll do 20 seconds of all-out intensity, 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds of rowing, right? We can do that for 4 minutes. So it's a great burnout, a finisher, as some people call it, where you, hey, go and do 4 minutes of cardio, and you're going to really burn out, and your lungs are going to be on fire, and you're going to love it. Or you could do something like, hey, do a set of push-ups for 20 seconds, as many push-ups as you can, take 10 seconds rest, then do as many squats as you can in 20 seconds, then do as many push-ups. Then what comes next? Maybe squats. See, I'm going upper, lower. All these are great variables that I can tell you there's a reason why I'm doing it. I'll get 2 exercises really working very hard I get a longer rest and a longer rest, right? Because I went upper, lower. See how we're talking about this? Okay. Have a reason why. Have cognitive thought process and justify your workout. There are many other variables I can use for Tabata, such as 8 different exercises. I could pick 8 exercises and you only do it once. I could then potentially do multiple Tabatas. That's really tough because 4 minutes of all-out intensity is hard to recover from. All right, but that's a Tabata. It has to be all-out intensity. Go, go, go. And the last one is EMOM. Technically, you can do multiple exercises for an EMOM. We usually like to choose one. And an EMOM is every minute on the minute. So every minute, the timer's going. So let's say I set a timer for 10 minutes. I start the timer, beep, go. I have that minute duration to finish my exercises. Now, the question is, what exercise are we doing and how many reps are we doing? That's what your job is to figure out is appropriate levels. Let's say I'm going to do push-ups. If I were to say 30 push-ups in a minute, I probably can do it the first set, right? I can maybe get it the second set, but I'm probably only doing a 2-round EMOM. So choose an appropriate exercise and an appropriate reps. I'm going to choose 10 reps of push-ups. So first set, I'm crushing out 10 push-ups. How long did it take me? Usually with most people, the first round takes around 12 seconds, which means I would have 48 seconds to rest. And as soon as that second minute beeps, you have 10 more reps. Usually the second set takes about 12 seconds as well for 10 reps of push-ups. Other things take longer, right? Or shorter. I would then have 48 more seconds. Third round, people start to slow down. They're getting a little tired. So maybe it takes them 15 seconds. Well, the math says they now have 45 seconds of rest to recover. Fourth round, getting a little bit tired, starting to feel it, right? Maybe it takes you 20 seconds to perform 10 reps. Now you have 40 seconds of rest. Your goal is simply finish that round of reps as fast as possible so that you can rest as long as possible. If at any time you do not complete your reps in the allotted amount of time within that 1 minute time frame, then the round is over and you're done with your EMOM for the day. Okay? Now, your goal would be to get farther into the EMOM next time. Or if you completed the EMOM, let's say I did 10 rounds of 10 push-ups successfully. Next time, I could potentially go for 10 rounds of 12 push-ups. That would be 120 versus 100. See, guess what I'm doing there? I'm creating a tracking assessment method for whether or not I'm getting better. If I failed, I'm creating a goal to work for the next time. But it's an easy trackable method for telling whether or not you're improving. If I didn't make it to 100 push-ups in 10 minutes, that's where I'm currently at. Next time I try it in, say, 3 weeks or a month, did I finish? Yay, I'm getting better. I finished it at amount of time, right? Or woohoo! Then I improve the intensity or increase the intensity. That's an EMOM. Many exercises possible. Yes, you can do multiple exercises, although a 10-second not 10-second, a multiple stage, oh, now you got to do this, does mess with the mind a little bit where you're constantly like, oh, where am I going out now? Because a lot of times you have to think about, oh, I have to go do this. And then switching out the weights and stuff. So we tend to just pick one exercise. We could do back-to-back EMOMs of, say, 10 minutes of push-ups, 10 minutes of squats. And that could make a 20-minute PE class, so to speak. And you can only have to use 2 exercises, which, remember, a lot of times PE class is designed as a class for skill development. It's not mastery of as many, or it's not doing as many things as possible. It's mastering the skills that we do perform, right? Anyway, that's long enough for today. So that's all I have. HITT, high intensity tempo training or high intensity interval training, very high intensity where it is about the pace of your workouts, constantly keeping your heart rate elevated to get a little bit of fitness burn as well as strength training. You have AMRAP, as many rounds as possible, very high tempo training, very high intensity training, getting as much done as possible within the allotment of time. You have Tabata, which is 8 rounds, totaling 4 minutes, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest until you're done, choosing an exercise for that. And then EMOM, every minute on the minute, performing 1 more round until the EMOM is over. All right? You guys are awesome. Thanks for listening. I'm always here to help. If you do have any questions or need anything, just let us know. We're available on multiple platforms. Stronger Together Education Academy is our company. I'm Spencer Aiken. You guys are awesome. You guys go out, be amazing. If you do have any questions, just let us know. And if you're interested in learning more and you really want to take your fitness training to the next level, we do recommend that you become a master of your exercises, your master of your fitness programming. And the way to do that is to join our course at education.strongertogetheracademy.com/exam prep. We'll teach you everything that we teach personal trainers that we've been teaching for over 15 years now. Okay, we taught over 1,000 personal trainers how to get certified and what it takes to pass your national certification exam. We can do the same for you. And it is online, but it's starting soon. All right, thank you very much.